Okay, last page here, page 21. This is the last page of the snow packet. What? Yeah, last page. Okay, another thing that they like are graphs. So we're going to use these two graphs, and it says that f and g are functions whose graphs are shown, and we want to find the derivative if it exists. So if I have f and I ask you for f prime, what am I asking you for? How do I get that? It's a derivative, but I don't have the function. So what's another function of the derivative? Oh, the slope. And this is linear. Can I find the slope? Oh, that's crazy, right? Let me zoom in on this. Okay, so we can see this grid. Can you guys see that? Okay, in the back? I know it's kind of light. So I'm going to highlight these two, and this orange one is my f function. And the yellow will be my g, if I can see it. Can you guys see? Yes. Sweet. Okay. So we have the two functions here. We're going to take the derivative of this and evaluate when x is 1. Okay? So when we take the derivative, our derivative here, which I'm going to start all the way up here, is 2x minus g prime of x cubed times 3x squared. Does everyone see where all that came from? That's an x. Probably one of the worst x's ever, but it's an x. Everybody okay with the derivative? This right here was the chain rule. Now we want to evaluate where x is equal to 1. What does that mean? Plug 1 in wherever I see an x. So this is 2 times 1 minus g prime of 1 cubed, which is 1, times 3 times 1 squared. Okay, I just plug it in. I know you guys can simplify that in your heads. G prime of 1. What does that mean? What is it telling me to do? Something.
Find the slope at 1.
On the g function, right? On the g graph. Yes, find the slope at 1 on the g graph. So here's g, and I know you can barely see this grid line, but if you look at your paper, you can see it better. At 1. Okay, guys, look for exact points. Don't try to, think back to Algebra 1. When you had to find the slope of a line, you want to pick something that falls on an exact value, right? And what method did we use in Algebra 1 to find the slope of a line? Rise over run. So remember how I told you we were going back to Algebra 1? I wasn't kidding, right? We have done a lot of Algebra 1 stuff. It's kind of crazy how that all comes back in calculus. So here we are. Can I go up here? Is that okay? Up 2 to the right 1. Does everybody agree what my slope is? Is my slope 2? Yes. Did I do it wrong? That's the wrong. That's F. Thank you. All right. Let's start here. Do over. Right here. Can't take that off the recording, though. It is on record. Right here. So now where am I going? Can I go down and to the right? This seems better. So I go down 1, 2, 3 and to the right. I could have said I was just checking to see if you were paying attention, but that would be such a lie. Okay, so my slope here, can't tell why. This is 2 minus, then we've got negative 3 and times 3. Is that right? My setup? I know this answer, so it is right, but I was just, that's for real. I was checking. Okay. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 2 minus a negative 9 gives me 11. With enthusiasm, people. 11. You can't tell me that sugar high already wore off. Okay, everybody good? One more? Yeah? Sure. Okay. This is just a composite function, which means when I take the derivative, this is f prime of 2 cosine of x times, how do I take the derivative of this? What do I do with the 2? Anything? No, just leave it alone. So then what's the derivative of the cosine?
Negative sign.
That's right. So that means the derivative would be negative 2 sine of x. Agree or disagree? Check me. I'm good? Okay. So f prime, let's plug in. They want to find this at pi over 3. So it's f prime of 2 cosine of pi over 3 times negative 2 sine of pi over 3. Okay, what's cosine of pi over 3? Bless you.
I forget. I'm kidding.
It is 1/2.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, 1/2 times 2. F prime of 2 times 1/2 is 1. Oh, I think I know what the slope is because I figured it out already. Times, what's the sine of pi over 3 then? That's right. So this is -2 times the square root of 3 over 2. Let's go back over here. And for real this time, find the slope of f at 1. So I can go up 2 and to the right 1. So this slope right here is what? It is 2 times, these two cancel out, and it's negative square root of 3. So this answer is -2 square root of 3. Okay, so we've used a table and we've used a graph. Does anyone have any questions about how we do that? You look like you're about to bust at the seams.
No, I just, so much information. I just feel enlightened.
Oh my God. Okay, so the other day we went through 2 definitions of the derivative and we had to identify which one was being used. So you guys have done this before. In this case, remember when you see the h, you're using this first one here. And this whole thing replaced what? Yeah, replaced x. So now you can tell me what the function is. What's the function? X to the 4th power. What's my a value? 2. It is 2. So if I go over here and ask you what's the derivative, what is it? Yep, 4x cubed. And if we want to evaluate f prime of 2, this would be 32, because 2 cubed is 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. Just enlighten me. What's the function here?
2x.
Yep, 2x cubed. What about in C? Cosine 2x. Quick question. Was there an a value in B? Meaning a number?
What?
Yeah, is there an a value here? See how we got the a value here? Is there an a value here? It's 5. Is there an a value here, though? No. So, no. See how this right here is your a? If you look back at the definition, it's a plus h. A is the number. Here there's no a. It's x, so it's unknown. Is there an a value here? No a value, but what's the function? Tangent of 3x. Okay, you'd have to use chain rule for that. Okay, does anyone have any questions on the chain rule? You sure? Okay, so your homework